And now we're going to go back to our previously scheduled.
Are we doing live? Are you live?
Yeah, on the book.
Nope.
Or on YouTube. We are the YouTube.
We are.
He got the
First.
start.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
So you get started up?
I don't think so. Yeah.
No, yeah. Just gonna crank it up.
Yeah.
You got the keys to that puppy? Yeah, Carolina.
Awesome. Give me a thumbs up, would you? Everyone, thumbs up.
This is a train. Well, it's a locomotive, but you know what I mean. We're all hitching rides.
What did you just agree to? We're just hitching rides.
Give me the finger.
One finger or two? Yeah. All of them.
All right, everyone, we're back. Yeah, I did to take the picture. Yeah. I discontinued the stream so that we could. I don't know how to do that. It's too complicated for me. Underbody detail, everyone. There we go. Trucks. Couplers. Oh, we're going back. Idler.
This is a standard and narrow gauge. So you can interchange between the two.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
That's kind of cool.
That's what you were missing earlier.
Oh. When I was
Walking around.
playing
Yep.
with my camera.
Yep.
Ooh, I got a shot I want to take.
All right, go that way. Go that way.
Okay. Shh, I'm gonna break the rules. Ah, there we go. There we go. I'm on the other side. It's a little bit dreary, but look at those mountains. Oh, and look what's coming around. Okay, this is great. That is a 50-tonner, which I really like. And I think that might be a 44, but I'm going to go ask. Let me get back where I'm supposed to be. Okay, no evidence of that. No one saw that. All right, where is everyone? Oh, lunch plans.
And that's on the way to the train. And your GPS, that's the exit you want to go to the Rocky Mountain train supply. It's just right behind us. So we're gonna take that walk to the next one.
So we're the next
Excellent.
group behind.
Excellent, I understand. Wondering where everyone went and why we were all standing around making lunch plans.
Because he tasked me with being the guard.
Oh, you're in charge. Okay. So tell us what we need to know.
We just wait here until they're done.
Perfect. We can do that.
Pretty easy.
Okay, good.
DJ though.
Instructions because
Whatever the DJ.
Okay. What do we need to know?
this is the lunky post.
You already missed
Okay.
it.
He was on his way.
I don't get lunch.
You gotta
Uh-oh.
go rewind her.
All right. Okay. So I get what you get.
You get what I'm getting.
All right.
White Castle. And if you don't want to leave early, Bernard, there might be room in another car. Somebody might
I need to go set up the
It's not
scanner.
mine.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to work.
How was that transporting that or bringing it from Canada down to here?
It's all here.
Oh, really? Did
Yeah.
you leave it here from Rocky Mountain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's all here.
Good call.
Giving away
Yep.
all the secrets.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
supposed
I was
to
just
say
kinda
it's a pain in
wondering,
the
you
ass.
know.
It took 3 of us to bring it all down, and
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I had to rent a trailer.
I know, right?
From the airport to get all of his stuff in.
Can I zoom in this? Yes, I can. Look at that.
It does.
There's the F unit way back there.
I wanted to ask you, do you guys have any hard hats at the museum?
Do you need a hard hat?
Are you planning on falling down?
No.
Did you hit your head, sir?
Scan. Oh, for the scan.
Yeah.
I have one hard hat, but it's got flowers on it.
Perfect. Is it a
Perfect.
flat one or
I
is it-
don't know. It's from the 70s.
We have one here.
Does anyone know what?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Use that because mine.
No, that's fine.
I'll
send you-
color
I
doesn't
just
matter,
wouldn't want-
guys.
yeah.
It's just, no, but
Yeah,
I have
I
to
just
go
need to
find it.
scan
It's in
it.
collection. Like I gotta go find the
scan
body.
it.
No.
Oh, here we go again.
I should have one of my
Wonder if I can zoom
That's
in.
where you go in the big pit over there, Bernard.
Yeah,
There's a big pit. In case people don't know, we are at the Colorado Railroad Museum. And we are live on YouTube with a bunch of YouTubers. Walking around, looking at things. Let's go see what's over here. Nice weathering job on this car. They did a very good job weathering it. Look at that. That is awesome. That's pretty cool. Look at the handbrake way up there. How's everyone doing out in the land of YouTube? Oh. Who's that? Someone's flying by. Rayron is surviving. Well, surviving is a good thing.
He's like, oh, I have this in the green. That looks pretty close. And he's like, yeah, do it. So I do it, and he's like, oh, this is.
Oh, let's go talk to John. He looks like he has something he wants to tell people. Is there something happening tomorrow night that people should be aware of?
We're going to do a live. Wait a minute, that's tonight.
No, that's tonight, Bernard.
No, but there's something happening. Okay, tell us about tonight and tomorrow night.
Well, tonight we're doing a live stream on my channel.
Okay.
There's a party at the museum, and we're doing a live stream from the museum.
And what time is that?
I think I have it scheduled to start at 6 local time.
Okay, so 8 o'clock Eastern.
5 on the.
Okay, and what's happening tomorrow on your channel? No, but what's happening on your channel tomorrow? What is premiering?
Oh, the premiere.
What is?
Tomorrow night. That's tomorrow morning.
Oh, tomorrow morning. Okay.
Hey, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm 99.
Oh, real train.
78. How many times did I say real train to these people?
Well, we're surrounded by real trains.
It's working a real train. Real train.
How about real train moving?
How about modern day prototypical train operations happening? No one will be able to
In case
see that.
anybody's interested.
Okay.
That's,
reefer cars from Kerr's right now.
yes, that's a local that BNSF runs because Coors is
It's right up
over
half
here. And that's
See if
the
you can hear
horn.
it. There's one.
Oh, cool.
But my selfie stick is isn't that tall. I wonder if I could just cut across the turntable.
Here, Bernard.
Yeah.
Just run over there, Bernard.
Around there.
Is that?
Yeah, I bet you probably
Yeah.
could have been up there.
Actually, it's a good idea.
That's what I'm saying. Go left.
All right, everyone, I'm going to break some rules here. Let's see if I can get in some trouble here. Let's see if we can get you a real train. Yeah, I'm totally going to get arrested. There it is. So we got a real train over there. And then we got a lot of trains over here. Yeah, it's always the case, isn't it? You always see the end of a train when you're rail fanning. So it's a nice shot here. You can see there's a lot of stuff around here. I'm sure I'll get kicked out for being on literally the wrong side of the tracks. I want to look at Big Al over here. I probably signed a waiver or something that I would not do this. Big Al is beautiful. Okay, so I gotta be a little bit careful here. No one knows what I do. Okay, look at that. Oh, I do like Big Al. There's quite the mountains here. Safety first. That's right, everyone. Safety. All right, we're getting a tour of the shops now. All right, we're going inside, everyone. The pit? Yeah, I'm not gonna fall in that pit. All right. Arg! Our second group is going in. I'm a-coming. Camera up. Don't forget to press play.
I hear we're live on the internet.
Yes!
Hello, what's up, guys?
These are YouTubers on YouTube.
It is. Oh my goodness, it's YouTube-ceptioning. Well, welcome to the Roundhouse, everybody. This is our stall 1. We go to 5 stalls that way total. And usually we have all the steam engines parked in here, and all the 3 steam engines that run are currently in here right now. In this stall, we have Denver Underground Western number 491. We call her Peaches. I can't tell you why we call her Peaches, because none of us remember. Somebody came up with the nickname, it just stuck. And 491 is a K37, which is the biggest type of narrow gauge engine that the Rio Grande ran. And because she's the only one that burns coal, she's technically the largest 3-foot gauge engine that burns coal that runs. So that's pretty cool. 150 tons, all said and done. I think the official folio says 307,250 pounds. 282 Mikado outside frame with the counterweights and rods on the outside, the wheels on the inside. Commonly referred to as a locomotive converted from standard gauge, which is a bit of a myth and something that was kind of spread around when one of her sisters, the 497, didn't have a great time in tourist service because of a wreck of all things. The 491 had a boiler from a C41 that they took and put on a brand new everything else. The engine was built brand new in 1928. You can see on the casting right up in here it says DNRGWRR Stearns Rogers, Denver, Colorado, 4/4/1928. So April 4th, 1928, we finished casting the new cylinder saddle and everything, and the whole frame, saddle, running gear, everything was built brand new, dedicated to the K37 class, reverse engineered off the K36 and K28. And then they slapped a comically large boiler on top. 491 is neat in that it's actually really wide for an air gauge engine. Runs on these 3-foot gauge tracks, but it's 10'6" wide at the cylinders, which makes it wider than anything that runs in Britain on standard gauge, and wider than a lot of American standard gauge locomotives. As we come down this way, you can see all the running gear, outside frame, all the madness that entails with that. Makes things a little challenging and interesting to service, as you can imagine. But this was done so that they could have the spring rigging have enough clearance versus the giant boiler without having a super high center of mass. Because the boiler actually comes down below the tops of the springs, and if it was inside frame, they couldn't do that. Now, if folks want, we can take a tour through the cab, a couple folks at a time. Make sure you use 3 points of contact on the way up, both hands. I can hand technology to you as you so desire.
Are you going to say anything about it here?
I can if you'd like.
I'm only asking if it's normal.
I'm on the tube.
Normal procedure for you.
Well,
the book out of things.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
I'm happy with cameras rolling to say what we
Yeah,
can do.
come up and say something.
Yeah.
Wait until I get it started.
Sure. Let me know. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Here we are on the cab of the Denver Underground Western number 491. It is quite a large cab, as it's basically standard gauge width, and it's a little bit more modern than most of the other engines we operate around at the museum, in that it's got a deck, as opposed to the 20 and the 346, which are deckless, where the boiler comes all the way back. You have your throttle right here, Johnson bar, which is kind of like a transmission, but not really. Right here, we have our independent brake, automatic brake. This is the loud thing that's really fun to play with. And then a number of starting valves, gauges for air brakes, gauge for steam. We have 2 water sight glasses and then a water column with the tricots, TRY, so you can try the level of water in the boiler, not TRI, because there's 3 of them. And then on the fireman side of things, we have a blower valve. We have a valve for our deck hose, which operates when the injector is running. And then overflow and steam supply to the injector. Now, I don't know if it'll come up on video. We should have a flashlight. One of the notable things about the K37 is that it's got a gigantic firebox. Firebox K37 is a lot bigger than even the K36 because it was an older design. This boiler was originally built in 1902 off that C41 class, so they thought they needed more heating surface than they did, and so they have this huge firebox. It's actually probably 40% longer than a K36 firebox, despite them having very similar performance characteristics. The neat thing about 491 is she was one of 2 narrow gauge engines on the Grand to get thermic siphons. Most of the other K37s have what are called arch tubes, which are just big pipes, maybe 5-6 inches in diameter, that run from the throat sheet to the back head. And when you look up here, you can see there's 3 washout plugs in 491. The other K37s have those, but then they have 4 really big plugs to wash out those tubes. But 491 has siphons, and so they're 2 huge pipes, like a foot in diameter, that run from the throat sheet to the crown sheet with a stayed pattern area in them. And so they create a convection current in the boiler, which causes a huge increase in steaming efficiency, because you take the coldest water run it right through the fire bed, pretty much, because those siphons come down really close, and it causes the water to circulate and even out the temperature. And the old heads that worked on the ground, one of her original firemen, a gentleman came out when we were restoring her in 2014, he's 92 years old at the time, came out and said, "I want to see my engine." And he said that guys used to get in fist fights over who got assigned the 491 because she was so easy steaming from that efficiency upgrade. But they did that upgrade late, and then they stopped caring about the narrow gauge, so the rest of them never got it.
Okay, let me get a shot of that.
Sure.
I'm going into the belly of the beast.
Do it.
Ever seen.
Still got the dead fire in it. Yep. All right. Well, we will hop down and allow the rest of the group to come up and take a peek. Make sure you use 3 points of contact on the way down, of course. From cold.
This is
It
cool.
takes about 12 hours with her. It's a lot of water, a lot of steel to heat up.
You do it gradual just so it doesn't crack.
Yep. Yeah, the faster you go, like you can push it. If you put a forced draft on, you could get it up to steam, and there's stories of them coming up to steam in like an hour and a half or 2 hours. How much of that is tall tale or not, it remains to be seen. But we take about 12 hours from absolute cold because this is an older boiler design. More modern boilers got flexible staples. She has almost entirely rigid staples. And so they're threaded on this sheet, they're threaded on the inside sheet. In the throat, they upgraded, when they did the siphons, they added 42 flexible staples, which is big packs.
It allows it to move.
Allows it to move. So instead of being threaded in the sheet, it's just like,
in place.
right, it's a big head that rests against the sheet, and that allows the sheet to pivot. So as it grows, everything can kind of be a little smoother. Which is, I mean, you look at the big boy, and it's got like probably 3,000 of them. You know, like the whole of these kind of the flexible ones. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So you look at the pictures of any big steam engine, they have that. This is a more modern thing. But with rigid stays, the faster you go, the more likely you are to break one. So we take it nice and slow. Install 2 here is Rear Grand Southern number 20. Rear Grand Southern number 20 is an amazing locomotive that we're really fortunate is around and running. It's one of the last engines that ran on the Rear Grand Southern, which, as we talked about with the Galloping Geese, was always kind of the stepchild that never really had any money and barely scraped by. And so, as such, at the end of her career, 20 was really, really worn out. I mean, they picked it up to take it to Strasbourg, where a large amount of mechanical restoration was done. And on straight track, it derailed 6 times in 100 feet because the lateral was so bad on the wheels that it would just walk off the track and fall off. So, over a rails lateral and the driver fell off, just fell off. I mean, there's a million stories in the restoration about how destroyed this thing was. One of my favorite pieces of it is that they rolled it over in, I want to say in the 30s or the 40s, and they put a giant dent in the boiler. And then they ran it that way with the dented boiler for over 10 years. And the chunk of boiler's out back, we can show you. It is pancake flat in the middle. You can stand on it. It's absolutely flat. You ever taken a paper clip and bent it a bunch until it broke? They were doing that with 1/2-inch steel because it would flex almost an inch and pop back to circular again, which is just insane. Literally, when she came to the museum for the first time, an employee from the RGS showed up and said, "Never fire this and not rust the stroke." Because it'll explode, right? So it's amazing that it runs, and if you tell why she ran so long, she's just a sweetheart. She just wants to run. Great engine. And as we told the first group, there's a neat plaque on the back of the tender. National Register of Historic Places. Really? She's on the National Register. Because she was one of the locomotives on the Rear Grand Southern and the yellow cake used in the Manhattan Project. So, the raw ore that got turned into which did require loans. You can't guarantee that we had something but she also needs out there.
All right, everybody. Look at this. I love this. Look. That's amazing. They're everywhere. Look. Cinders everywhere. All right, I think I've lost my crew. All right, everyone. I think we're slowly going to get out of here and go grab a bite to eat for lunch. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tour from the Colorado Railroad Museum. And tonight, we will be coming live from the Colorado Model Railroad Museum. So I wanted to show everyone what we were doing. And over the next 3 days, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there will be lots more lives coming up. And I will try and set some. John is going live this evening on TSG Multimedia. Videographer coming through. Critical videographer.
Here we are in the machine shop. Almost all of our machine tools are operable, save the vertical turret lathe there, but it's historic to the Colorado and Southern Roundhouse, so it's really cool that we have it. But with a steam locomotive, almost everything's custom fit, custom made.
So I'm going to say goodbye and see if I can find the rest of the gang. And thanks, yeah. So stay tuned. I'll set a schedule for tomorrow so that you can actually sort of find the broadcasts and tune in. If you're watching this on repeat, we're having a heck of a lot of fun. And bye, everyone. Have a great day.